Wendy, can you tell me what you do here at the range, what sort of activities go on and what your role is?
Thanks, Christian. SSAA runs the range here for the benefit of members, so obviously we have a large membership in Canberra and the surrounding area, and they come here to use the ranges either to sight in their rifles for hunting or for other purposes, and also to compete. And when they compete, obviously they're using paper targets or metallic targets.
As a non-shooter or somebody who's not involved with the sport, how would I go about getting involved with the SSAA or getting a firearms license, learning the safety protocols and the legal issues involved so that I can take a rifle and go out legally and hunt and get my own deer? What sort of process is involved?
It's a several steps process. Your first step, of course, is get your fishing license. So you can go fishing, and after that, you think about your firearms.
Okay.
So when you start thinking about your firearms, the first step, of course, is to join a club like the SSAA, which is a large, substantial club. Then you need to get a safety certificate to say that you are a safe shooter. And I'm a licensed instructor, so you'd see someone like me. We would go through the safety issues of shooting. So we'd start with things like how far is your projectile going to be lethal to? That's somewhere between 1.5 and 5 kilometres.
Right.
So when you're aiming at your target, you're going to think about not only what is my target, but what's behind it the distance that's going to be lethal.
Sure. I have my license, I've done my safety course, I'm a registered firearm owner, I buy my firearm, I join the SSAA, and then what sort of support or services can you offer me here at the range or through the SSAA to make sure that my ongoing sport is safe?
Okay, the range is open. No one go forward of the line. Hearing protection is recommended.
We also provide range officers who are involved in ensuring that safe shooting happens on our ranges at all times. We also supply instructors, and each of our disciplines has a coordinator who ensures that people are safe on their range and understand their course of fire for their competition. We also run our licences through the Game Council of New South Wales, which entitles shooters to shoot on state forests in New South Wales, and that facilitates hunting. And to get an R licence, you need to learn the protocols for hunting, such as being aware of where the other shooters are, wearing blaze orange colours so that people can identify this is a shooter and not something we're hunting.
That's right. And you also learn a little bit about the actual species that are available to hunt in Australia, and also some of the requirements as far as minimum calibre goes for various species, so that to ensure that those animals are hunted and taken humanely, and how to hunt them. I'm going to sight in my rifle because I'm going to go on a deer hunt out at Lake George, and I want to make sure that it's shooting accurately, and hopefully you can help me a little bit with that.
My pleasure.
Fantastic.
Projectile.
Yep.
And if your target is closer, then you're going to be aiming pretty much closer to the absolute bull on the target.
Great. So we're going to go down and set up on the bench so that we can make sure that the rifle is steady on the bench and doesn't move, so that we can get a true indication of the accuracy. And we're going to adjust our scope, and hopefully we're going to be grouping shots around this area here at about 50 or 60 metres.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. And it is a fantastic facility. You've got shotgun ranges and pistol ranges and all sorts of things here for I guess, all the disciplines of firearm competition.
With nearly 3,000 members, we need to have a lot of facilities, and fortunately we've been able to build these facilities up over the last 40 years so that they've become more pleasant for the members.
Yeah. So Wendy, what's your own personal involvement with shooting? Do you hunt or do you compete, or what do you like to do?
These days, mostly I shoot rifle metallic silhouette, field rifle and air rifle.
And so they're all three different separate disciplines?
Yes.
And what's the air rifle? What's involved with that?
The one I'm shooting at the moment is the ISSF, which is the Olympic sport, and that's a 10-metre indoor target shooting competition specifically for little air rifles.
Yeah. And what about the silhouette that you mentioned? What's involved with that discipline, the silhouette shooting?
Rifle metallic silhouette is probably the hardest outdoor discipline because it's shot offhand, that is standing unsupported, and over 4 different distances. So you need to have a quick change to be accurate at different distances up the range, depending on which form of the sport you're shooting. There's an air rifle, rimfire and centerfire competition in that.
And that discipline would probably be the best discipline to practice if you wanted to get to practice for field hunting. Would that be correct?
Rifle metallic silhouette is good and field rifle is good.
Okay.
Because obviously field rifle is designed to help hunters be better in the field.
Right. Good advice. Fantastic.